right. Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, whatever time it is. Happy whatever. Today is January 8th, and I'm doing a what sold over the weekend. Everything's already packed. It was a pretty good weekend. Nothing too crazy. Wasn't anything that's gonna blow you away, but it was good. Just cookie cutter. Just a nice smooth weekend. I want to say there was probably like 15 to 20 items, somewhere around there. Yeah, just kind of wanted to go through them. I made $318, and that doesn't include shipping. And it actually kind of worked out because one of them, I charged a lot for shipping, but it was kind of for a reason, but it actually balanced out. So that's kind of nice. So we got a vintage world terrestrial zodiac wooden globe. It's like a book stand, and I'll pop up pictures as I go through it. And that sold for $20 and $11 shipping, $12 shipping. Yeah, and I sold a The Devil Does Exist book set. It's just 5 books, and that sold for $39 with $15 shipping, and that actually went international. So I like double packed it just in case. Like I put it because it's books, obviously. So I put it in a self-sealing poly bag, and then I put it in a box just in case for, I don't know, who knows what kind of weather or kicking it around, if a hole gets punctured in the box and then something drips on it, who knows. One of the bigger sales of the day was, it's one of these boxes. I double boxed it. So it's a globe lamp, Reader's Digest, a World Antique Spot portable lighting desk. It's a lot of words, but it's basically just a lamp and it's a globe, and it's pretty cool. It's like a orangish type lamp. I think it was from. I looked it up. I want to say it was from like the 80s, something like that. There was a bunch of comps for them, especially the Reader's Digest ones, and they were going for around 90. So me personally, I hate seeing when I go through my eBay like stats to check like my selling stuff and how much is going towards shipping and all that. So I don't really like looking at that. So I charged, instead of doing 90 or $60 with $30 shipping, I just did $45 for the globe, or 46, 45 for shipping at flat rate. So I took my time, obviously, and I double boxed it, put it inside a big box, bubble wrap, all that. So it should make it there pretty safely. Kind of worked out because later on I had a sale, which I didn't know this, but so I threw up a bunch of Logitech. There's a motorcycle. I threw up a bunch of Logitech controllers for like flight simulators, and I put up 3 of them, right? Put them up for bid for auction. I started at like 50, something like that, just because I know they go for around 20 a piece, and like I tested them and everything, which I'm going to do a video on that later. There's a website that you could use, and you could go test them on there. And especially like with the flight simulators ones, because obviously you have like the throttles and you have all like the real sensitive buttons that you need to make sure are like acting right for the game, obviously, or whatever you're playing. Yeah, they went to Alaska, which I was like, oh, that's whatever. It's gonna be a big box. And so I was like, cool, I'll do it USPS or FedEx. Well, I didn't know, but I don't think FedEx or UPS goes up there, because all they gave me in the shipping options was USPS, not UPS. So that kind of sucked, because I started doing the math, and I told the guy too. I was like, hey man, like I found another controller that you could use with one of those other controllers. Like you could sync them. They're pretty much the same thing. Like you could use them both. And I found another one, and I messaged the guy after he bought him. It ended up ending at $71. I probably should have said that at the auction. I charged $15 shipping. And I told the guy, I was like, yeah, man, I was like, I'll throw in that other controller. Don't worry about it. It's on me. Like I'm not going to doing the controllers. It kind of sucks because you got to test them, and then not all, like the sell-through rate on controllers, especially for like the joystick ones, it's not that high. And there's a lot of them that sell for around 20 or less. which is whatever, you know, but after shipping and after all that and making sure that, you know, it does work, that's a big thing. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just throw it in there. I went and weighed it. It ended up costing me like $35 to ship it to Alaska because it weighed like over 10 pounds. Man, but it kind of, you know, it balanced out, you know, between the globe shipping, which I think I ended up spending like 30 on. So between the globe shipping and that, you know, $60 total for shipping, and then I ended up spending what was it, like 35 and then like 30. So it kind of all worked out. Man, it's a good thing to know now too. I even get kind of not iffy, but unless it's like a real good offer and I see, you know, or sometimes I'll even ask them, where are you located? You know, if it's like a decent offer or like a low offer. Because if they're in Florida, chances are I'm not going to accept that offer. Especially if it's like something big like a VCR, because I always use flat rate shipping. With VCRs, I'll just put, you know, $15 because I know I could probably get it over there for, if it's here in California, like 10. Florida, it'll probably cost me like 18, you know, 19, something like that, which is fine. You know, it literally, it will always balance out. That's how I always feel. That's why when I do my shipping, I just do flat rate because it doesn't matter how many different things I sell. It'll always probably balance out. You know, maybe I'll make a little bit more on something, but then, you know, I'll have to use it to, you know, pay the extra $2 for something else. And it's all good. So don't ever buy them, but it's a Budweiser mugs. Don't ever buy those. You think that they're good, like especially like me when I first started. I've had that thing for like 9 months, and it finally sold, and it sold for $11.25 with like I think like $6 shipping, which it ended up costing around $10 shipping because I used so much bubble wrap, put it in like 8x8x8 box because it's a pretty big cup too, and it's still like $10, and it might get over there and, you know, break. Just don't buy those. They suck. Like unless you really want it, like for yourself, just don't buy those. Another thing was a Effie remote control. It's for a Robo vacuum. I bought a big lot of remotes a few months ago, maybe like 2 months ago. I'm still going through them all. I bought a lot of them. Yeah, I'm actually still listing some of them. And that sold for $7.50 with $5 shipping, which is, you know, that's just easy bread and butter stuff. And then I sold a Samsonite worldwide converter adapter kit with a little, it's in a little case. I mean, you just use it when you travel, stuff like that. That sold for $10 with $4.50 shipping, something like that. And then I sold a pair of Rockaware Sparkle Bubble. Oh no, I'm getting those mixed up. And then I sold a pair of Rockaware shorts, men's 50 waist. So I actually put it out in a video. I think I posted it. And yeah, the guy was like, "Why are you buying those? Why are you buying those?" And I was like, someone needs them. You know what I mean? There's somebody out there who 50 is pretty big. Like usually I wouldn't, you know, I'll have like a couple things in my store for like a 50 waist. But usually once it gets past like 40, 42, 44, kind of don't really get that much. Like you could check the sell-through rate for a lot of that stuff. And 50's pretty big, but I got them I think I got them like for less than $5. And they're Rockaware. So I grabbed them. Those sold for $20 with $11 shipping. And I sold a thing of D&D dice. Like they come in this little carrying case. They're pretty cool. I kind of wish I had them they weren't packed. But they're pretty cool. It comes in a little case, you know, the little hexagon ones and on the octagon die and all that. And those sold for, they're like transparent with all these sparkles. They're pretty cool. Those sold for $8 with $6 shipping. And then I sold a Harley Davidson 7-inch headlight. Yeah, it's a touring something. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that sold for $35 with $14 shipping. Yeah, $14 shipping. Was it more than that? I think it was. That sold for $35 with $20 shipping. So we'll take that. I think it probably cost me. It's in one of. I want to say it's in that one. It was probably like $12. It went to Colorado, which is nice. It's a little bit closer. So I think it cost like $12 to $14, something like that. And then sold a vintage Wrangler men's shirt, extra large tall denim with the pearl snap buttons. Those are always just great. I just pick them up whenever I see them. Well, obviously, if I could get them for cheap enough. But yeah, that sold for $16 with $6 shipping, $6 or $7 shipping. Always nice. And then I sold an Easton bat, max weight. It's a softball bat. It's 34 inches. And if you've seen those Easton bats, like the max bat one, it's like the regular bats, like they're whatever. You could swing them pretty good. You pick up that bat, and you're like, oh, this thing's heavy duty. It's an orange one. It's pretty. I don't know. It's like a burnt orange color. That sold for $27 with, it looks like $14 shipping, something like that, 14, 15. And I could usually get those shipped out for around 10 to 12, something like that. And then I sold another remote, a Magnavox, just some old TV remote, a total control system, that's what it says. It's like it has a little blue stripe on it. That only sold for $6 or $7 with $3 shipping. Like I said, like $3 shipping, that's not going to cover the shipping for that. It might be if it was in California. It's not in California. But it's probably going to be like $4.50, maybe even $5 if it's going further. And that brings me back. I've always thought about stuff like this, especially with the same day shipping, as the same way I think about, like, I sports gamble a lot. I bet a lot on college basketball, college football, NFL, golf. I bet on a lot of sports. And you'll have weeks where 2 weeks ago I went 13-1 in college football or college basketball. And then this last week, I went like 0-8. Just straight, just crap. You know what I mean? Just so bad. And then yesterday I hit a golf outright. It was only for like 300, so it covered the loss or some of the loss, for the college games. But it's like it's that whole thing. Even just like with shipping, it's the same thing of like life. Same exact thing. Like you're gonna have really high days, and then you're gonna have really bad days. And it's with eBay, you're gonna have super good days, you're gonna have super bad days. But there's going to be a point where it gets to level. It's just the biggest thing is how you react in those swings. Like some people, and I've seen it, they'll be sports betting or betting in general, and they get down, and then they're like, oh, I need to get it all back. I need to chase it. I need to do this to get my money back. It's just not the way to go about it. Just like with eBay, it's like you could have all your stuff on your eBay out there just buying stuff to buy stuff to just put it on your store, even though it's crap. It's like, and I have a lot of crap. Believe me, I'm not saying I don't have crap, but I got a lot of crap on there. Like that remote, or those Budweiser mugs. I've had those Budweiser mugs for 9 months. I should have thrown them away, or I should have like redonated them, but kept them in there. Maybe someone wants it. But it's like that same thing of like your sales are bad. You don't go out and just try to find stuff to just put in your store. You have to steal quality stuff. And it's about keeping like the same mentality even when you're doing really good and when you're doing really bad. You need to keep like the same focus. Like right now I don't have a job. This is my job. And is it making me some money? Yeah, it's making me some money. Is it making me all the money I need? It's close, but I like more, yeah, and that's what I'm working on. My 90-day has gone up since I quit. My 90-day has gone up like almost 1,000. It's gone up, I want to say like 700 or 800. So that's a good sign, and we're only 8 days into January. So at the end of the month, I'm actually going to do a video on my percentages and like what actually has changed. It comes down to kind of what I was saying with the level, the water finds its level type thing. Like it's just how you react in those swings. It's how you react in the ups and the downs. Like I get excited, but I don't get too excited because I know that the possibility of it going just the complete opposite way is always there. It's just about being ready for it. And I don't know if that's crazy now that I say it out loud, but But let me know. Let me know if that is crazy. Yeah, that's what sold. I got a bunch of stuff listed today. I listed about, I want to say like 20 items. I think I got listed this morning. Train set, which is really cool that I got at the bins. Yeah, I'm just going to be posting a lot more stuff. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to have a video coming out of me walking through the flea market this last weekend. I didn't know that it was supposed to rain, and I thought everybody was just being lazy. But that video is going to come out tomorrow. I'm going to put like, how much I got things for. There's actually a really, really, really cool picture that it's at the end, and that's not one of those YouTube, games, watch till the end. I actually don't know what it's worth, and it could be worth a good amount. So that should be cool. But yeah, thank you if you made it this far. Appreciate everybody, and have a good day. Thanks.